Hi everyone. Today I am going to talk about plastic pollution. Plastic, it is everywhere. Versatile, lightweight, waterproof, durable and most of all inexpensive. These attractive qualities of plastic have led us to use the material in virtually every form and way we can. However, it is the very same strengths of plastic which make them so problematic. They remain in the environment long after they are disposed. Plastic pollution is the accumulation of plastic objects and particles in the Earth's environment that adversely affects wildlife habitat, and humans. Plastic that act as pollutants are categorized into micro, meso, and macro debris based on the size. Plastics are inexpensive and durable, and as a result, levels of plastic production by humans are high. However, the chemical structure of most plastics renders them resistant to many natural processes of degradation, and as a result, they are slow to degrade. Together, these two factors have led to a high prominence of plastic pollution in the environment. Plastic pollution can affect land, waterways, and oceans. It is estimated that 1.1 to 8.8 million tons of plastic waste enters the ocean from coastal communities each year. Causes. One of the main reasons for this pollution is the negligence by people. This pollution comes mainly from household waste, which is poorly recycled, dumped in landfills, and abandoned in nature. This waste is carried by the winds, pushed by the rains into sewers, streams, rivers, and finally in the oceans. Improper disposal of plastics. Plastics are durable material that do not decompose or degrade easily. When thrown away or disposed of along with the general waste, they start piling up. Failure to recycle. Most of the plastics are discarded after single use. Most plastics, if used correctly and carefully, can be reused several times. It can also be repurposed for different uses. Not recycling or upcycling of plastics creates unwanted demand for new plastics. Types. It is of two types, micro debris and macro debris. Micro debris are plastic pieces between 2 mm and 5 mm in size. Macro debris. Plastic debris is categorized as macro debris when it is larger than 20 mm. Plastic debris can also be categorized as either primary or secondary. Primary plastics are in their original form when collected. Examples of these would be bottle caps, cigarette butts, and microbeads. Secondary plastics, on the other hand, account for smaller plastics that have resulted from the degradation of primary plastics. Effects on the environment. This plastic debris represents a chemical pollution in several ways. They contain compounds that can be chemically transferred to organisms during ingestion. Some of these molecules are potentially toxic and can accumulate in the body. Besides, plastic bags also affect the growth of crops by hindering the process of photosynthesis in agricultural fields. Effect on land. When plastic is dumped in landfills, it interacts with water and forms hazardous chemicals. When these chemicals seep underground, they degrade the water quality. Wind carries and deposits plastics from one place to another, increasing the land litter. Fluorinated plastic can release harmful chemicals into the surrounding soil, which can then seep into underground or other surrounding water sources and also the ecosystem. This can cause a range of potentially harmful effects on the species that drink the water. Burning of plastics in the open air leads to environmental pollution due to the release of poisonous chemicals. The polluted air, when inhaled by humans and animals, affect their health and can cause respiratory problems. Effect on oceans. Plastic is one of the most polluting material for the ocean. For the first time, a study led by a prestigious magazine quantifies the plastic that ends up in the oceans. more than 8 million tons of plastic bottles in the sea each year, and it is estimated that in the year 2050 there will be more plastic than fishes in the sea. A big part would be sunken in the depths of the sea. The other part of the plastic would be floating, trapped in whirlpools and ocean gyres. The amount of microplastics in the ocean is extremely difficult to quantify. Effect on marine animals. Studies have found that all kinds of species, including small zooplankton and all marine turtles, readily ingest plastic bits and trash items such as cigarette lighters, plastic bags, and bottle caps. Sunlight and seawater embrittle plastic, and the eventual breakdown of larger objects into microplastics makes plastic available to zooplankton and other small marine animals. Sea turtles. Sea turtles are affected by plastic pollution up to a great extent. Sea turtles have been found to contain a large proportion of plastics in their stomach. When this occurs, the animal typically starves because the plastic blocks the animal's digestive tract. Some species are consumers of jellyfish, but often mistake plastic bags for their natural prey. This plastic debris can kill the sea turtle by obstructing the esophagus. Effect on birds. Plastic pollution does not only affect animals that live solely in oceans. Seabirds are also greatly affected. In 2004, it was estimated that gulls in the North Sea had an average of 30 pieces of plastic in their stomachs. Seabirds often mistake trash floating on the ocean surface as prey. Their food sources often has already ingested plastic debris, thus transferring the plastic from prey to predator. Ingested plastic can obstruct and physically damage a bird's digestive system, reducing its digestive ability and can lead to malnutrition, starvation, and death. Effect on humans. Compounds that are used in manufacturing plastic pollute the environment by releasing chemicals into the air and water. The large dosage of these compounds are hazardous to humans, destroying the endocrine system. PBD destroys and causes damage to thyroid hormones, which are vital hormone glands that play a major role in the metabolism, growth, and development of the human body. Reduction efforts. The Government of India decided to ban single-use plastics and take a number of measures to recycle and reuse plastic from 2nd October 2019. Also, many states and ministries have also come up with new strategies to reduce the use of plastic. Awareness. Several awareness campaigns are conducted to make people aware of the harmful effects of plastic during various occasions. Alternatives to plastic. Some of the new startups that have come up are Biko, Papco Greenware, EcoSac, Envy Green, etc. Biko. Biko is a Mumbai-based startup which manufactures carry bags, tissue rolls, etc. using bamboo and cornstarch to craft, support and drive a positive change in the world with sustainable and eco-friendly alternatives to single-use plastics and packaging. Papco Greenware. Papco Greenware, a company based in Mumbai, is involved in the manufacture of fully compostable food containers made using only plant-based raw materials. Residual sugarcane, called bagasse, is churned and made into a pulp. With the help of high temperature and pressure, this pulp is molded into high-quality tableware. EcoSac. EcoSac shopping bags are made of extremely durable parachute fabric which weighs just 40 grams and last for 3 years. EcoSac supply bags come in attractive colors and can be foldable into a palm-sized pack. Envy Green. Envy Green's products include shopping bags, which are made from natural starch, vegetable oil derivatives, and vegetable waste. These products are non-toxic to the environment, animals, and plants. Envy Green contains no conventional plastics at all. The solution to plastic pollution is within our hands. There are a lot of campaigns created to raise awareness among people, but it is obvious that there is still a lot of work to do. Promote recycling, manage those residues in a rational way, and promote the consumption of products that are respectful of the environment are some of the things that we could do to better this alarming situation. Thank you.